victory. So there is the lineup for the men's 100 metres. From the inside there, Adrian Griffith in 2 for the Bahamas, alongside Ramon Gittins of Barbados. But in lane 4, the big man, Usain Bolt. Let's go along the line. Adrian Griffith has run his lifetime best in 2016 already. Ran it in Clermont in Florida, which is something of a sprinting base for a number of outstanding athletes. Ramon Gittins, world indoor bronze medalist this year. That at 60 metres, so we know he's quickly away from the blocks. Usain Bolt, the winner over 200 metres in the rain 12 months ago. Didn't break 20 on that occasion. Confidently predicts a sub-10 clocking tonight. It's Olympic year. It's down to business for the big man. Well, Ashton Eaton was supposed to be alongside Usain Bolt. He has been replaced by Moshe Lahata. If there is to be any sort of threat tonight to Usain Bolt, it's most likely to come from this man, Wilfred Coffey of the Ivory Coast. He's the fastest in the field this year, having run a national record for the Ivory Coast, 10:01. Jason Rogers, St Kitts and Nevis. 10:01, going back 3 years. World Championship bronze medalist in the relay. That was in Daegu 5 years ago. And Hassan Taftian, the Iranian, Asian junior champion from 4 years ago. At the press conference on the eve of today's meeting, Usain Bolt said, hopefully, I can run 9.8. This is his first trip of 2016 to Europe. It's a road that he hopes will eventually take him to Rio and another Olympic title. Bolt in lane 4, Coffey the big threat in lane 6. Well, let's see how Bolt gets away. He has done pretty well. You can see there Coffey's having a good run, but Bolt is going into overdrive. He's running away from this field. 9.99. Well, he has fulfilled his promise of breaking 10 seconds. Looks up with some disappointment, a shake of the head, but he has delivered yet another victory in his 8th visit to the Golden Spike meeting. And frankly, in May, I wouldn't take too much notice of the time. This man has supreme competitive talents, abilities, and when the juices flow, and he gets to Rio, well, I think you can assume that this man will be in peak condition.
There's nobody better for me in timing his run to perfection, in building the momentum. You contrast that run, Martin, with where he was at the same stage in 2015, and there's no comparison. For goodness sake, even in the semi-final at the World Championships, he was still having problems, and that was just hours before running the final itself. So I think he's in a much better place here at the start of 2016 than he was in 2015.
I think in fairness, the reaction, the spontaneous reaction, we saw it on his face there, was that he was expecting more of tonight than he has delivered. But it's still early in the season. Just his second competitive run. His first was outside 10 seconds. When he won in Cayman, he ran 10.05, and he came off that with a bit of a tight hamstring.
Well, let's take you through it. Again, he's not the quickest of starters. Coffey, out of picture, actually, was slightly quicker away, but then faded very, very badly. It takes a while, doesn't he, to go through the phases, does Bolt. At this stage, he's just about upright. And then from 40, 50 metres on, he gets into his stride and then reaches for the afterburners. I think there was a look of disappointment on there, having been so specific and said, look, I'm really looking for around 9.8, and there, the grimace, as he saw the clock on crossing the line. He'd be delighted to see it break 10 seconds, but tinged with disappointment as well.
So his 8th trip to Ostrava, his 8th victory. Usain Bolt's season, well, it's become something of a tradition that it kicks off here in Europe, at least. And something close to a full house has come here to watch this. You can see Bolt away quickly. Coffey didn't really get out of the blocks, did he? So it was all about the big man. Jason Rogers of St Kitts and Nevis had a decent run. So Usain Bolt, 9.98, so it's a little bit faster than we thought. Bit of a headwind out there, 0.4 meters per second, the negative.